Okay, everyone, today we are doing marketing, and in particular, how to use organic marketing to massively reach a global audience without spending a single cent on paid ads. Who's up for that? Oh, yes. Woo woo! Now, as you know, some of you know, I am a course creation professional. I teach people how to create online courses, particularly coaching programs and educational programs of all kinds. But we can't be successful with our amazing programs that we've created if there's nobody going through them. We want as many people as possible to be touched by our content. We want to change people's lives, right? So we need to make sure that we are putting ourselves in front of as many people as we possibly can.
Now, don't forget, if you want to learn how to grow your very own online business, come and join my academy, sarahcordiner.com/academy, where you can get access to over 40 of my action-packed online courses and a monthly live call with me for just $47. Grab it now. See you soon.
One thing that people need to know about creating any product, any offer, any course, any program, anything at all, is that they do not sell themselves. Okay, we can have the most beautiful shop with the most beautiful products on the shelves, but unless we are making sure that people are pouring through that door, we're putting it in front of them all of the time, they simply won't know that it exists. I get a lot of people who come to me saying, Sarah, I've created an online course, or I've created a book or a digital product of some kind, I've got a program and nobody wants to buy it, so it must be rubbish, and can you help me build a new one? And I often go through, I'm like, the content in here is amazing. What marketing have you been doing? And they're like, I shared it on Facebook a couple of times. One thing we have to remember is we can become so consumed by our business that we think that everyone else is too. Now, the truth is, if I was to go and click on any of your Facebook profiles right now, today, for some of you, I would find it very, very hard to find out what you do. I could literally go and look at all your names, go and search for you, and it would be almost impossible for me to find out what it is that you sell, what I can buy from you, without having to go through an extremely complicated search exercise. Now, unless your stuff is in front of my face 24/7, I do not know that you exist, and I have no idea that I can buy stuff from you and that you can help me. Now, we also get worried as entrepreneurs, business owners, experts, that if we're sharing our stuff, we're being annoying and that people won't buy from us. I want you to get that out of your head straight away. We could post every single day and people will still only see one or so posts every now and then, because that's just the way our news feeds work. We think that when we share something on Facebook, every single friend and follower we have is going to see it. They don't. They absolutely don't. Facebook only puts really selected stuff in our feeds. And so we need to be making sure that we are everywhere if we want to be selling what it is that we offer. So in today's lesson, I am going to be taking you through how to promote anything, quite literally, yourself as an expert, your knowledge, your expertise, any product or service that you're offering, in a way that is going to keep people pouring into your business. Now, I am recording this session, and if you guys want to shoot me an email afterwards, it's sarah@sarahcordiner.com. I will happily send you guys the recording of this after, because I'm going to fly through very fast with lots of strategies that I have used to get over 100,000 students in 168 countries. The first 32,000 of those, I did not spend any money on ads at all. So 2 ways to sell any product or service. And you've got the word courses up here because that's what I specialize in. For any kind of product or service whatsoever. Paid ads or organic ads. Organic is basically any kind of content that you put out to the world that can be found by search engines. The search engine could be the internal search engine of a platform, like social media platforms. It's also the search engine of Googles and Bings and things like that people go. It's also the search engines of media platforms like YouTube. People go to YouTube to search for information. If you are not putting information on any of these platforms, you are missing out on customers. So we've got to just kind of get over ourselves, go and find the questions our audience are asking and start answering those in as many places as we possibly can. Paid ads speaks for itself. In today's lesson, we're going to be talking about organic marketing methods. Now, one of the things I want to really get in here is I like to see content a bit like building a spider's web. Every single blog post you create is a little bit like spinning an extra wheel, an extra ring on a spider's web. Every time you do a post on social media, it's another ring on the spider's web. Every time you do a blog post, it's another ring on the spider's web. Every time you do another live stream, every time you do another YouTube video, every time you go and do a live stream in somebody else's Facebook group, every time you volunteer your time to come and speak on a conference, every time you publish a little ebook or something up online, every time you speak on your own podcast or somebody else's podcast, every time you share one of your articles in somebody else's blog as a guest writer, every single time you put voice to video or pen to paper or keys to keyboard is a ring on a spider's web. And the bigger that spider's web is, the more people it captures. It's as simple as that. The more times Google, the more opportunities you've got for Google to bring you up in search results. The more people are going to trip over you, come across you, and be captured into your mesmerizing array of information in your area of expertise. People these days with so much information need to be, need to just fall over you. And if you're not doing that, then, there's loads of other people that they're falling over instead. So here is a system that I use to make one piece of content capture as many pieces to me as possible. I'm going to show you how you can turn one video into 12 spider web rings at least, so that you are maximizing how people can find you. I've just got a question pop up here in the chat box. Thank you. Yes, please. Oh, yes, let's do it. So the very first thing I'm going to suggest that we do is we go and find the questions our audience are asking. Now, in previous recordings today, I've shown you some of the methods you can use to do that. When you've found and listed all of these questions your audience are asking right now, grab your old mobile phone, stick a little lapel microphone in there that you can literally get for about $20. So you've got really good sound. If you go to sarahcordiner.com/equipment, I've made a list of all the stuff I got on Amazon that are really good quality. And you're simply going to record a video to answer each of these major questions. Now you want one tip per video. You're answering one question per video, because this makes your search results so much sharper. Your results are more likely to come up when your content matches the exact thing people are typing into Google. So as an example, on my YouTube video here, I really specifically name my videos. So how to something, how to something, how to something, because this is what people are typing in. And if my video matches that question, boom, it's going to be the first result that they get. And it just makes it so much easier if you're in Facebook groups and somebody says, hey, does anyone know how to X? And you have an exact video that answers that question, you can just go, oh, hey, Sarah, yeah, here, I made a video on how to do that. Your channel will grow, your views will grow, your followers grow, and your buyers grow as well. So the more specific you can be, one video, 10 minutes, 9 minutes, couple of minutes to answer each of those questions, the further you're going to go with this particular strategy. So I recommend that step one is to record a little video. It can be a live stream, guys. It doesn't have to be a professional video done to answer those questions. Now, I find that live stream is the best way to do this because you get massive reach from doing live streams. All of these platforms are really rewarding live streamers with reach at the moment. So you get that initial bump of views. It's also then available on replay there on after. And a tool that I absolutely love to use for this is a tool called StreamYard. So StreamYard basically allows you to stream, multi-stream on multiple platforms all at exactly the same time. I do have an affiliate link that gives you $10 credit. It's sarahcordiner.com/StreamYard. So that gets you $10. It is an affiliate link, just as a disclaimer. This allows you to simply just press upcoming broadcast, create a broadcast. This allows you to go live on your own profile, your business page, any groups that you have, your LinkedIn channel, your YouTube channel, Twitter, everything, all at exactly the same time. I mean, this is just incredible. Talk about reach, talk about exposure. These platforms reward you with the reach in the first place. Then the recording actually stays there. So you just have this amazing, amazing reach that comes along. Now, in terms of us actually making sales for whatever it is our product or our service is, we need to make sure that when we go live, we start our video with how to whatever. That's how I open all of my videos. How to make a cup of tea. Because these platforms, YouTube and things, understand the first few words that you say. I mean, how creepy is that? Just to prove it, by the way, a lot of people don't know this. When you upload a video to YouTube, whether you're streaming it or you're uploading it, if I just open up a video here, this is something that people don't realize. On the bottom of your video, there's these 3 little dots. If you click on that, it says open transcript. YouTube actually transcribes all of your videos for free. People don't know this is such a cool trick. So when I say that Google understands what you say, I literally mean it. It translates your stuff. And this is how YouTube and Google itself determine whether the content actually matches the search terms that people are typing in, and determines whether or not it's going to be put in front of them. So if the first words or sentence that you say in any video you do, live or pre-recorded, is the title of the video, the more likely it's going to be that your video comes up as number 1. Here's a little trick. Now, you're also going to be using this for another strategy in just a second.
Sarah, can I ask, sorry, so you upload on StreamYard, you do it live, and then you're taking that and uploading to YouTube afterwards?
Well, no, because StreamYard automatically streams to YouTube, so it's already on YouTube if you go live.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. If you're not going live, then simply record your video on your phone or your webcam, whatever you're doing, and upload it to each of those platforms manually. But of course, I'm somebody who likes to be very productive. I do 1 live video, get heaps of reach from it, and it's already uploaded in all those platforms by default because you've multi-streamed. So I've got a chat in there. Great to also take the transcript for your blog content. Janine, you're predicting the next step here. So I'll just type in sarahcorner.com/StreamYard. It does get you a $10 credit if you use that affiliate link there. So once you've then done this live stream, not only have you now got massive reach already from that and from the subsequent replays that are going to be there, you now already have content that's going to come up in search results. If you've set these streams to public, somebody can now go to Google straight after you've hung up the live call, and that can come up in search results. The Facebook comes up, the LinkedIn comes up in Google search results, the YouTube comes up in Google search results. You're now making yourself searchable and found, not to mention you're now coming up in those people's feeds. If they're following you on any of those platforms, it also comes up in their notifications too. I mean, talk about making yourself hard to be ignored. At the end of that video, please make sure that you are saying something like, and if you found this helpful, come and join my academy here, or come and take my online course here, or come and have a book a coaching call with me here, or get my free thingy here. Make sure that you're using this live stream as an opportunity to either get people to opt into something for free, so that you've got their email address, or that you're selling something, so that it's, you know, they're actually being given an opportunity to know how you can help them and what they can buy from you. If you've given, you know, 2 to 10 minutes worth of information and tips, nobody is going to complain if you say at the end, and here's how you can do this with me, or here's how you can do that with me. Okay, you're balancing out that salesy, icky, buy my stuff with the fact that you've given valuable, free, informative, educational content beforehand. So that's how I like to balance that out. So once you've done these live streams, and by the way, tip here, everything I'm going to show you from now on in can be done by a virtual assistant. All right? It doesn't have to be done by you. Now you're simply, step 2, going to transcribe your videos. Well, as I've just shown you over here on YouTube, it's already done for you free of charge. Now, of course, this is going to require some editing because it copies and pastes like this. It doesn't have any grammar, and some of the spellings are not awesome. So if you are on a budget though, you can do this free of charge. If you do have some money, this is where you can use a platform like rev.com, which actually has amazing transcription services. If you've got a bit of cash, you just want it finished and done perfectly, go and pay for it to get done. Over here, just had a chat come up, so I'm just going to check that. Hello. So I've got a hello. Is that because there's a hand up or something? Are you all good? All good. Okay, I'll assume that's all good. You're going to transcribe it. Now, when I use Rev, I do prefer to use Rev because it comes out all grammatically correct for you. I personally choose the captions option rather than the transcription option. So you'll be given 2 choices if you go to Rev. Captions give you the actual transcript, and it gives you the SRT file for making subtitles for videos later on, whereas transcription only gives you the transcription. So for exactly the same price, go with the captions, because you get captions and the transcript file, which is absolutely amazing for repurposing later on. So step number 3 is I then take that transcription that I've got from the live stream, give it a little edit, and boom, you have a blog post. How cool is that? For those of you that aren't blogging, guys, blogging is really, really a lot simpler than people think. You get yourself a simple WordPress site. A WordPress site is completely free of charge. You have to pay for your hosting, obviously, for any website. You can, remind me later, whatever. You can have any website whatsoever. Put a hosting platform that you want, and they all have different prices for the hosting. But basically, if you're going to publish a blog post, all you simply do is press add a new post. This is what the back end of a WordPress looks like. That's free to start. Add a new post, and boom, all you've got to do is add your post title, how to blah, 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 blah. And your title of your post, remember, is going to be the question that people are typing into Google if you want to get the best results. Then you're simply going to copy and paste a transcript in here. I would then go back to YouTube. So if I'd just done this as a live stream, I'd simply go and grab, where's the share button? Share. I'd simply grab the link, and I'd actually paste this into my blog post as well. So add media, insert from a URL. I'd paste in the YouTube video that I'd just done, and move you out the way, insert into post. And so now I simply got the blog post title, I've got the blah, 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 blah transcript, and then boom, there's the actual live video that went live from the live stream. Press publish, blog post done. That's it. That's how you publish a blog post. It's so nice and easy, not scary. You now have another piece of content out there in the world that people can find you from, that's got the added benefit of a video you've now embedded from the live stream. Now, a virtual assistant can do that transcription for you and publish the blog post for you. You don't have to do that yourself if you have a VA or plan to get one. Now, the next thing you want to be doing is making sure that you're engaging that email list behind the scenes. So what you simply need to do is take that blog post and send it to your email list. Now, one of the things I do is I do just extract kind of the first few sentences and then say, read the full article here, and put a link to the blog post on my website. For those people that do want to read it, they can then go and click on it and read the whole thing. The reason why I do this, and a lot of other people do this, is because first of all, not everyone wants to read the whole thing. So if they've just got a link, you know, they don't have to keep scrolling through the email, right? It's just click here if you want to read the rest of this. So it makes it easier for this email subscribers. The second reason is every single click to your website then tells Google that your site is interesting, that people are clicking on it, which means that all of the content you carry on creating is going to have a higher chance of it coming up in the search results because it's getting clicks. You get more traffic to your site, Google is going to like you more and give you higher search results. Now you've also got an opportunity to send an email to your list. What I tend to do at the bottom of every single email I send is I send, first of all, the helpful stuff. Here's a new thing I've done. Go and watch this video recording here. Here's the link. I then go, PS, first name. Here are all of the other ways that I can help you X. So for me, it's how I can help you create an online course. So you may want to list in your PS, here's an online course I've got, or here's my coaching program, or book a coaching call with me and link them to your Calendly. Right? You don't have to wait until you've got a product created. Go and create a Calendly account, okay? Or whatever, there's Acuity, there's Calendly. Connect your Stripe account to this. And this enables you to create paid appointments with a link, right? So here you go. You simply create these appointments. It gives you a public link. That's the link that you share with the world. And people can go in and book a call with you. It connects to your calendar. So it shows them when it's available, when they can book with you. I'm actually not available now until, I think, September, fully booked. There we go. September the 9th is my next free appointment. And before they confirm, they actually have to pay the amount that they need to pay to book a call with you. You can start making money right now. Do a live stream, get it transcribed, make a blog post out of it, and then send an email to your list going, here's my new free training I've just done today. PS, book a coaching call with me. You can make hundreds of dollars per email that you send out just by adding that PS on the bottom. And people are like, thank you. That was a very helpful tip. People actually thank you for it. It's really, really cool. So once you send that out to your email list, well, now you can start using that transcript to create social content. So one of the things I do is I'll print my blog post out, grab a highlighter pen and start highlighting all of the different sort of standout sentences that might be nice little social media posts on their own. So I then go on to a platform like buffer.com, Buffer, Buffer, and I start loading all of these snippets of text that are simply being extracted from the blog post. Here's a nice quote, extract, make a blog post, make a social media post and share it across all of your social channels. So for those of you who've never heard of things like Buffer or Hootsuite, they're social media sharing platforms, and they basically connect to all of your social media channels. So that you can preload all of your content, and this content will distribute to all of those channels that you choose. So you see here, I've got over 90 posts pre-scheduled. This includes links to YouTube videos, just general social media content, or blog posts that I've put up in here, all that allow me to just fill it once. I don't have to think about social media content. And these are all ways that people can now find my courses, find my content, find my coaching, whatever it might be that I'm promoting. And you guys can do exactly the same thing by simply extracting content from the post that you created from the transcript. Now, again, do you think I do this? Of course I don't. I get a virtual assistant to go through and put all this stuff into Buffer for me. But again, I'm making lots and lots of content available from that single video. The only thing I have to do is the live stream. The sixth way that I get content is I then go through that transcript again from the live stream video, and I pull out little one-word, one-line quotes, little quotes that just can stand out. And I go into Canva, or rather I get my virtual assistant to go into Canva, and I create these little tip image cards. These are a little bit hard to see, but I would simply put, so with mine I say course creation tip, I put the quote, and then at the bottom of it I put my website URL. So it'd be whatever your topic is, tip, then the quote, then the URL to your website, and then in the actual text section of the social media post itself, you're uploading the photo, but you're then also going to say, PS, come and get my free thing, or come and join my course, or whatever it is. You're using each of these posts as an opportunity to be found and for people to see how they can buy from you or join your list or keep following you from there. So now we've gone and we've done one live stream that's got us heaps of reach. We've transcribed it. We've created a blog post. We've sent it to our email list. We've created text snippets. Now we've created image cards from those snippets. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back up to our YouTube channel, and or even StreamYard itself. In fact, if I go to past broadcasts, another reason why I really love StreamYard is because I can actually download the recording, and I can choose, do I want just the video recording or do I want just the audio? So I can extract just the audio only, and then I can simply go and I'll do this now. I'll go to podcast.co. Now, whichever platform you use, I use podcast.co, and you simply press upload and you upload that audio file, and boom, you have yourself a podcast. Yet another way for people to find you. So this is podcast.co. It's one I use. There's lots of other podcasting platforms out there. Anchor is another one a lot of people use. It's free. It has a free plan at the beginning of it. So if I just log in really quickly here, you'll see I've got my Course Creators podcast. All I simply do is press upload an episode, and I drag and drop that audio file, boom. It distributes to Apple, it distributes to iTunes, it distributes to Spotify, it distributes to Podbean, it automatically distributes to all of those platforms. What did I do? One single live stream. Downloaded the audio from StreamYard, and boom, we now have ourselves a podcast. Da-da! So the only thing usually, we're just actually making sure that obviously at the end of that video, we've told people how they can come and join us, follow us, get our free thing, whatever it is, so we can get their email address. Usually the only thing I would do to that audio before I upload it to podcast is just add my little intro. I would simply go, hello and welcome to the Course Creators Podcast. My name is Sarah Cordiner, your host, and today we're going to be talking all about how to X. I simply just record that little bit and I add it on to the MP3 audio so that it just sounds right for a podcast, right? But that's it. Now I have another way that people can find me. Well, it's more than another way because it's iTunes and Spotify and Podbean and all those other distribution channels for podcasters. So it's actually multiple more ways that now people can find me. And I can also get my virtual assistant to do that too, right? So you don't have to do that, but you've already done the live video. All they've got to do is extract it and upload it to your platform for you. Now, the next thing you're going to do is go and add this to other search engines. LinkedIn is a search engine, right? It's just one way of looking at it. So go on over to LinkedIn, click on Home, and then there's an option called Write an Article. This allows you to publish a native article natively on the LinkedIn platform itself. So this is like basically having another blog platform. Not only will everyone who follows you get notified that you published an article, boom, I've got found, you also will come up in Google search results. LinkedIn articles come up in Google search results. So again, you're just giving yourself more rings around the spider's web by doing this in a number of ways. Now, again, just make sure that the whole point of this is for people to find you, join your email list, or buy from you. So do make sure that somewhere in that LinkedIn article you said, come and get my free thing here, or come and join my course here, or whatever it is that you're offering, so that you can still use this as an opportunity to get leads from these spider web rings. Okay, next step, number 9, is now we've created this content, right? We've just edited this transcript and made a blog post out of it. So why don't we put it in front of other people's audiences? There are other bloggers out there who have spent years building a massive audience. So why not hack it? Right? A lot of people will happily accept free content in exchange for a link back to whatever link you give them. So here's what I do, guys, is I go on over to Google. Let's pretend I want to target entrepreneurs. Let's pretend what I do. So for real, I help people create online courses. I want to help people turn their expertise into courses. So I want to get in front of entrepreneurs. So I am going to type in entrepreneur. So that's my target audience. Type in your target audience. And then in square brackets, type in write for us. Close square brackets. Now, what this square bracket thing does is it tells Google you want to find pages that have that word in on websites that are focused on entrepreneurs. So this will now bring up Entrepreneur Leadership Network, right for business total entrepreneurs, right for young entrepreneurs, right for new startups, right for Entrepreneurs HQ, right for this. So these are all of these online magazines that focus on entrepreneurs that allow guest articles. So what I got my virtual assistant to do was go and create a massive Google sheet here. So if I type in magazines, just keep an eye on the time, list of magazines and blogs to send my articles to. So all I did is I got my virtual assistant to go through each of these and collect the contact details from the submission process, and then go and create, let's find it, open it up here, a huge sheet of all these magazines that accept guest articles in my industry. So this now is like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds long. I think there's about 400 or 500 of these magazines now on this list that we've created. So every single time I do a live stream and it gets transcribed and I make it a blog post, my virtual assistant will then go and send this out to all of these platforms. Every single one of them will accept it for free and publish it to their entire audience. And guess what? You're allowed to put a link back. You're allowed to say, come and get my free thing here. So in mine, I always say, come and get my free course creation starter kit here. And that blogger, that site owner, will put a link back to the free thing. It's an absolutely insane way to get leads. So some of these people have literally millions of sites. So it just says, write for us. It's just called Write for Us, and you're trying to find, so there's no link, Janine, you're trying to find your target audience. So for instance, if you are targeting mums, I would type in mother, and I would type in Write for Us, press enter, and it's going to come up with all of the mama bloggers that accept guest articles. So here's now like Mothers US, Write for Us, Mum, Women something, Write for Us Mum blog. So you're going to be just collecting all of these contact details and email them every single time you have an article to share, and they will share it on their site to their audience with a link back to your own website, because that's what you're basically, you're wanting to steal their audience. And albeit this is an ethical way to do it, and it has been approved obviously by whoever it is that's sharing your stuff. So that's the 9th way I do that. So you can see now here from one single live stream, this potentially could go out to millions of people by following this process. I mean, from one single live stream. I always say to people, you know, like they get sad because they've not made any sales. And I say, well, what did you do? I posted it once on Facebook. I'm like, This is not hard. It just takes effort. Now, of course, before I had a virtual assistant, I was doing all this myself. I didn't have the money for a virtual assistant. I sat and did this myself. You know, here I am now sitting here with over 100,000 students in my academy, and I barely spend a cent on ads ever. I barely run ads. So this is completely possible on zero budget. Now, the next thing you can do is publish a book. So after you have done maybe sort of 25 videos, I'm telling you now, you are going to have more than enough content to put a book together. The second you become a published author is the second your credibility literally explodes through the ceiling. People, for some reason, still have this old school viewpoint that a published author is somebody who's credible, somebody who's bothered, that's putting enough content together in a manner to become published. My next session, I'm actually going to be showing you how to publish a book on Amazon. It is so simple, it is ridiculous. A lot of people don't know how easy this is to do. I'm literally going to show you how you can then copy and paste all of your blog articles if you've already done this stage. It's very quick and easy to write a book anyway. But copy and paste all of your blog articles that you've made, put them into one single file, press save as PDF, and upload to Amazon. Within 72 hours, boom, you're a published author. Now, one of the secrets behind why I do this, not just for the instant credibility you gain, is the fact that you can steal the billions of daily shoppers from Amazon by doing this. So I'm just going to type in Sarah Cordiner Google. I'm just going to show you what I do here. Oh, Sarah Cordiner Amazon, my thing. So obviously now you're getting more search results, right? Because Amazon's now working for you. Now here are some of my books. I've 14 published books now. So quite simply, here's a book here, one I've just published. I am going to take you to this page. Every single book on Amazon, I'll go to purchase page, sorry, gives you the option to look inside. So if you're just scrolling, I can press look inside, and your customer is scrolling through your book. What's the first thing they see? Get my thingy for free. It's a clickable link. So you need to use Amazon to steal customers. In the first page of your book, put a free thing, because this then allows you to get people who haven't even bought the book on Amazon to come to your site and get on your email list. Thank you, Amazon, my lovely little friend. So a lot of people are like, you know, do you make a lot of money? Oh, look, my books are in like 99 cents and $2 on here. Why? You're never going to get rich on Amazon, guys, because they take 90% of the funds anyway. But I do get a nice check from Amazon every month. But I also get lots and lots of clicks. I get lots of leads. I get people who just come and get the free thingy, and the credibility that all goes with all of that ever. I know, another awesome tip, right? It's so good. And I will show you in my next session how to actually publish it in the first place, because it's incredible. So now you've got yourself a book. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to now start presenting some of these tips on summits. So I, for instance, picked the top 10 questions people ask about creating a course. That's my area of expertise. So I found over time there are the same 10 questions that just come up over and over and over and over again. So I just picked those 10 things. I was like, here's the 10 steps to creating a course, right? And I've put those 10 tips together, and I've made a presentation that generally is the presentation that I share every time I get offered to come and present on a live stream in someone's Facebook group or a conference like this. So all I'm going to do now is go to Google, and I'm going to type in, you've got to type in your topic, who it is that you're targeting. So I'm targeting entrepreneurs. So I'm going to type in entrepreneur, and I'm going to type in Summit 2021. Boom. It would help if I spelled entrepreneur correctly in the first place. And it will bring up all of these summits. So what am I going to do? I'm going to literally click on each of these summits. I'm going to make a massive Excel sheet, because usually, guys, they run every single year. So if I've missed this one, it's no problem. I'm going to contact them now and ask them if I can be in next year's one. But all I'm going to do is contact them and say, hello, my name is X. I am an expert in the following topic. I would love to come and be a presenter on your next summit. Here are the top 10 tips for X topic. Here's what I'm going to cover. how to this, how to that, how to this, how to that. All it is the top 10 questions your audience are asking, because all of these summits let you offer something for free. You normally can't do a sales pitch, but just like I have today, I can say, hey, come and get my free course creation starter kit at blah, 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 blah. This is a way that you get exposure. And I really do believe that exposure is a very powerful way to grow your business. A lot of people say, you need exposure, this so-called exposure. I've built a 7-figure business on exposure, right? So please, the more you share yourself, the more you share your content, the more you're in front of your audience, the more you grow a name for yourself, the more recommendations and referrals you get, the more people find you who would not have otherwise found you. I have made millions of dollars by doing free stuff. Trust me, it is an extremely powerful way when there's a world of competition out there and there's a world of people who are very nervous about spending money on so-called experts. If you show people that you're the expert you say you are by turning up and delivering your presentation free of charge, just like I am right now, I guarantee you, you will get business from it if you deliver a great session. So that was a little by the way, but I highly recommend it. So you're simply now going to go on and present in all these summits. Here I am today doing 6 hours of back-to-back training for free. I guarantee some of you guys will come and stay in my circle or recommend me or might come and join one of my programs in the future. I'm getting in front of hundreds and hundreds of new people today, right? It's not a bad thing at all. 100% recommend going on summits. All you're doing is repurposing some of these lives that you've done in the first place to build it. And then finally, another way is to get on podcasts. Some of these podcasts grow enormously, hugely. Some podcasts have millions of downloads a month, and you can come on them as a guest presenter. So not only can you create your own by using and reusing your MP3 files, you can actually go on other people's who are desperately looking for people, and they always let you promote a free thing at the end. So again, I type in my target audience, I'm going to type in entrepreneur, and then I'm going to type in podcast, and then I'm going to type in square brackets, be a guest, close square brackets. Oh, and I can't spell at all today. I was painting all day yesterday. My arms are killing me. Be a guest, so I can't type very well. So there you go. It will now bring up all of the entrepreneurial podcasts that accept guests. So here we go. How to become a guest on this podcast. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to just make a massive Excel sheet and I'm going to contact all of them and say, hello, my name is, I'm an expert in, I would love to come on your show to present on the 10 ways to X or the top 3 methods for blah, whatever your top 3 to 10 tips are in your particular topic. And I guarantee you, you will get some people reply and say, thank you, please. And boom, you're now on that person's podcast, which they are going to be promoting all of the time. And the more people they get, the bigger their podcast becomes, the more you get found. So that is, my friends, 12 ways that you can turn a single live stream into a sales machine without actually having to do much work at all. Thank you, please. That brings the end of the session. Do I have any questions?
Now, don't forget, if you want to learn how to grow your very own online business, come and join my academy, sarahcordiner.com/academy, where you can get access to over 40 of my action-packed online courses and a monthly live call with me for just $47. Grab it now. See you soon. Let's go.